Record. Hello, good morning, everybody. Beautiful morning. Take a few breaths just to get that body warmed up. Hello, hello. Come on in. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Oh, good. If you're warmed up like I am, you can take off your sweater. Let's just do a couple more. Breathe in fresh new life. This is a new moment. Take your hands down to your thighs, and we're just going to do a little flexion and extension. This is how we're waking up our body. Inhale and exhale, and then go all the way up. Nice job. Now we're going to start off with just 10 calf raises. So I just want your lower body to get warmed up. If you find it's difficult to balance, hold on to something. Lift up your heels, just waking up the body still. 2. Yep, lift up. Let's do 5 more. Those little calf muscles can always need attention. 5. Breathe in. 4. Breathe in. 3 and 2. Now 1 more. And now we're going to get our bands. So get one of your stronger bands and take like a red or blue, or if you have the dynabands. Hi, Michelle. And then go on to the high position. You can see how my band is high. Pull your band down to, hi, Michelle, in front of your face and to your chest. Your arms go wide. And now we're going to add on a lift of the heels if you can. The move that we just did to warm up, we're going to lift the heels at the same time we take our arms wide. If it's too much going on, choose one or the other and do it well. So it's okay. Just want to offer the extra movements. Both heels come up. Both arms go wide and down in front of your nose to your décolleté, right where your collar would be or a necklace would be. Pull, your neck is easy, your shoulder blades are down the back. Notice the breathing, it might be a little fuller right now, more expansive. Now take 2 more, exhale, 1 more, exhale. Now we're going to take the band, I'll get in close behind the shoulder blades, upper back area. Now I like to put the palms up and catch some of that band so it's not so loose, but you can hold it and push out. Now with the first 1 or 2, you notice, okay, I might need more slack. You want to be able to lengthen your elbows and then return. I'm going to get in close to show some neck. Shoulder blade are down the back. I like it. I like just every now and then, if you move your neck freely, that's a good sign that you're not up in your traps. That looks really good. Karen, that looks great. Everybody's doing good. Now push. Now this is exhale. Please know this is a bonus move. You don't have to do it, but you could add on a chair squat. A chair squat. Now if that's too much, just do the arms. Exhale. What we know about the brain, it doesn't have as much blood flow as the other organs. So when we do exercise and we have patterns that we learn, coordination, it helps keep that brain healthy and pliant and prevents cognitive decline. So that's why I'm adding it. But if it makes you compromise form, then just do one of the moves. And as far as the squats, your heels are heavier than your toes. Your knees line up with your second toe. It's almost like you're going to sit down, but then you change your mind. Palms up. Now you notice your heart rate gets a little bit higher. That's okay. Those are big muscles. 2 and 1. Now this is a bonus, stand tall, but when you put your arms out, take a little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You did it really good. It's probably burning right now. Now take your palms face up, supinated. Like you have a cup of soup in each hand, but not at the bottom, of course, or you'd spill it, but that your palm is forward. Step on the band with both heels so that you have equal tails of your band. Pull your elbows, bend your elbows so your hands get closer. If it's too hard, step on the band with only 1 foot or grab a different band. That's how you would modify. Now exhale and inhale. Your knees are soft. Your wrists are neutral or flat. And shoulders are open, they're down the back. These are carrying muscles. They carry things. 11. Biceps. 12. My groceries in the house. 13. Laundry. 14. 15. Now shoot for 5 more. 16. I like your speed. I like you're going up slowly and down slowly. 17. Good. Make sure your wrists are straight. If you need to, look at them to double check that they don't get lost behind the forearm. Now, when you're ready, take that out. Now give your shoulders some rolls, some just unweighted releases. You're doing great. Nice. Now we're going to step on the band again. Both heels in the middle. Equal tails. Bend your elbows out. Knees up. You got it. Exhale. And exhale. You can check the knees. They're soft. Your biceps, your deltoids are working. Good. Make sure the wrists are comfortable. So you see I have mine on a little slant so that I'm not forcing my wrist to be vertical. I just want the forearms to be in line with the wrist or wrist in line with the forearms. Breathe in and exhale out. So you're making sure not to hold your breath. Good. I like that, slow and controlled. And up. I like how your elbows are higher than your wrist. Good. And out. And you notice there's a certain amount of tension you need to hold on to the band, but you don't have to grip it so hard that your white knuckles. So you do have a good grip, but you're not tense or stressed. Breathe in and out. Now we're going to take 4 more. Exhale. And 3. And 2. And 1. I like it. Now take a little release in your shoulders. I'm going to come in closer for this one. You're going to take a tricep press or overhead extension. So one hand has the band behind your head. The other hand has your band about your low back, and it's your anchor. Now I'm going to turn, but you're going to push up with the top arm while just leaving the bottom hand back there. 3. Good. I'm going to squat down so you can see my upper body. 4. Good. 5. I like how your shoulder's not lifting. It's just your elbow extending. This is the back of the arm. This is really important to help prevent hip fractures. This is a muscle that can get weak quickly. But if you were to fall, this is the muscle that would catch you. So we want it strong. Breathe. And every time you exhale, you can feel your abs help you a little bit, like a 10% or so stabilization. Good. 14. Keeping the breath going. Main thing with breath is we're not holding our breath. Now see if you can do 5 more. I know they're getting harder here. You're doing great. Exhale, feel the back of your arm. We're so thankful it's working. 2 more. 1 more. I know it's getting warm in that tricep. Good job. Now take the other one. Back of your arm. Now the hand has it at the low back. That's your anchor. It's just going to hold the band. Your top arm is going to elbow extend and then bend. So it also has a nickname, shave the back of the head. Breathe. Exhale. Good. And 5. Now keep the breath going. I'm going to add a few cues. 6. Now try to keep the elbow high. 7. The jawline is parallel to the floor. 8. You're trying not to let the head poke forward. So from the side, the ear's in line with the shoulder, not traveling ahead of the body. And that helps prevent forward head syndrome. You got it. It's like there's a golden thread attached to your crown, holding you tall. Now these last 5 could be harder. Do your best. If you need to, give yourself a little slack. Exhale, your body is tall. 3, posture's looking good, everybody. 2, exhale. Woo. Now this is one of my favorite stretches. I hope you like it too. Arms wide. Now as wide as you need to do this. Did you see how this could be harder, but if you need to, you walk out your hands. Your elbows are long. If it's too easy, walk the hands in closer. Good. And feel the joy of that humerus moving in that glenoid fossa. This is synovial fluid. It's like we're putting WD-40 on our joints. We're lubricating those joints so they keep working well for us. No frozen shoulder for us. Now, what we'll do is hold 3 different places. Anywhere is fine as long as it feels like a good stretch on the edge of mild discomfort. And breathe in. You can see how this is so good for posture. And posture lets us have a better inhale, lets us have more breath, which is energy. And posture, good posture begets mood. Now pull it down a little bit. An upright posture begets a good mood. A forward flex posture sort of can lead towards the not so positive mood. Now go down so low, go a little lower. It doesn't matter exactly where you are, but we are taking 3 different angles. Breathe in, very good. I like what I see, everybody looks good. Inhale. And then exhale, let that go. Now just release some tension, let it go. Now take your band behind your upper back again. You're gonna be pretending that you're swimming laps, breaststroking. So I want you to go out and around. We're gonna do them both way. Another image could be that you're putting on pizza sauce on a big pizza dough. Now your shoulders are down the back. You're exhaling as you push out. Knees are soft. Good, look how good you're doing. Yep, I'm gonna turn just so you can see different angles. Good, feel the strength that your body is getting. Go the other way. You notice how the speed influences the challenge. If you do it slower, you would think it'd be easier, but it can be harder. Good. Nice posture, everybody. Grab as much as you need. 6, 7. Good. 8. Yeah, I do like the band between my arm and the rib. 9. And then 10. Beautiful job. I like it. Give yourself a little shoulder roll. Now, if you have different colored bands, grab a lighter band. We're going to do a lateral raise with the arm. So a lighter weight if you have it, but if you don't, you'll just step on it. So Julie, this is where you would use your yellow. The heel goes on. Now only one hand has it, go out. Now we're going to do 15. So you notice the first ones you say, oh, I might need more slack, or oh, I need it harder. Yep. 6, you're trying to make it go towards a T, but we don't need to go any higher. I really like high benefit, low risk for us. Neck is soft. You can see your hand, it's not drifting behind you. Let's say it's getting too hard, just give yourself a little more slack. Good, feel this muscle. Now you're going to be switching the foot. So let's say your left hand has it now, your left heel is helping you. Now open up, you'll know right away, is that too hard? Do I need more slack? Do I need less slack? You should be able to see your hand, it's not drifting behind you. Yes. In other words, it's not back here, right? It's in your scapular plane, which is a safer place to work. It's in your front, just barely in front of your body, but to the side. Now let's say it's getting a bit hard and you're tempted to use your neck. Give yourself more slack rather than use your neck or your upper traps. I'd rather have the weight a little lighter with good form. Knee soft. This shoulder, this deltoid, this very important deltoid that doesn't get stimulated much in everyday life unless we go after it. That's what we're getting. Really good. I like it. Now get rid of that one. Go back to your heavier one if you have it. Now put your hands in front of you. One hand is just going to hold on. I call it a anchor. Push out with the other. Now, if it's not hard enough, put the hands closer together. But one hand stays still. This arm moves. Your neck is easy. Your breathing is fluid. You're controlled on the way out and on the way in. You resist and you get a workout both ways. Yep. So this is where you figure out which band you like. Yeah, I'd say at least a green. Yep. Neck is soft. Now try 5 more of the bow and arrows. Yep. And if you want, Betty, you can pull your hands in a little closer, your left hand a little closer. So it starts in right here. Try this one. So your hands are kind of near your frame of your torso. Good, Karen. And then you push. Yeah. Now, if you would like, you can add on calf raises with that. If it's too much, don't worry about it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. 10, and do 5 more. Calf raises are one of those things you can sneak in your day. Let's say you're waiting for the clothes to finish drying. You can get when you're getting gasoline, you can throw in a few calf raises, but they need it and our vessels need it. Nice job. Now take a moment to find a wall. We're going to do some wall push-ups, or if you prefer to do them on the floor, but I do want to show you can do them on the wall. You're going to bend your elbows and push away. Bend your elbows and push away. Bend your elbows and push away. Good. And shoot for 15. And shoulders are down the back. Your head is in line with the rest of your body. The lower you go, the harder it is. Good. And breathe in, exhale, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See if you can keep going. Now, if not, what you do if you want to make it easier is you step in a little closer to the wall. And I know some of you are using a piece of furniture that doesn't move. Let's try 5 more. 4. Feel your abs helping you. 2, 1. Really good. And then face forward. Perfect. Nice. And now we're going to take a little bit of a wide squat here. So I want you to pretend that you just got off a horse, or you're a sumo wrestler, but your feet are wider, and we're going to go up and down just 10 times. I just want to throw in another squat series. Legs are really important. Heels are heavy. 4, before we go down to the floor. 5, it's like you're going to sit down, but you change your mind. 6, you can have graceful, beautiful arms like you're at the ballet bar. And I never did ballet growing up, so you want to just make sure your image is just right now. Don't worry about what your history is, but just that you're graceful now. 1 more. Now we are going to find our dynabands, have a seat, and we're going to do some back rows. So have a seat, do some back rows. Now, if you have a heavier band, this is the time to use it. If you do not, one trick is to take 2 bands around your feet. Now, I'll show you just to demonstrate. You can cross your bands like an X. Now, make sure it's when you reach your arms forward, it may not be on the handles because you want to start with tension. Arms long. Now, pull. So I'm going to turn just so you can see me. Pull. You are either using your heaviest band, so it might be that you use a dark blue, or you're using a purple, or you might be doing 2 bands. Bend your elbows. I like it. Bend. Ready, your posture's gotten better. And pull. Exhale. And exhale. Good. Now I'm going to do a little different thing here after 2 more. All I'm going to do is supinate. So pretend there's a cup of soup you want in your hand. So we're just going to flip the hand up and just keep going. I'm going to turn to you so I can see you. And I'm just going to hold on to 1 because my purple is heavy enough. Pull. Pull. Good. And you notice how your arms, they brush by your ribs. They brush by your torso. So they're not out here, they're in close. And we're gonna do some more. These are so good. Karen, that looks good. If you ever needed a prop, like if you feel like your back's rounding you, you just sit on a couple pillows or a yoga block. 1 more, exhale. I hope those felt good. Those are really good for us. Now, if you need to lighten your band, this would be a chance to do it. So, Julie, I'd say a green will be good. Take your heels, take the band around your heels, cross your band, put your elbows glued. Now, your elbows are glued. This is very therapeutic in nature. This is external rotation. This is what also helps protect our shoulders from getting rotator cuff injuries, from being rounded forward, because these muscles are now getting attention. That's right, Karen. Elbows in close. And then, Jean, you're doing good. You might lift your forearms just a little bit so they're parallel to the floor. That's it, hon. Right. That's it. That probably feels a little cleaner. And Karen, that's good. It does not feel like a big move. Don't worry. These are very therapeutic in nature. External rotation. This is what you almost always get if you were ever to go to a shoulder rehab program. 2 more. Nice. Now release your band for just a moment. I want to give us a stretch before we do the next one. This is called the rack. Try to lift your arm up, 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 and then behind you, fingertips away. Now go up, 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 as tall as you can, as tall as you can, as tall as you can. Fingertips catch away. Now make sure both elbows have a softness to them. Lift your heart. You're not heavy on your hands at all. You have a pocket of air underneath your palms. You're lifting your heart, but not your chin. So your chin is still, you're not throwing your head back. Your chin still has a pomegranate underneath it. Breathe into the chest and the shoulders. Lift up. This is a great posture stretch to prevent rounded shoulders and rounded upper back. Breathe in. Inhale. And then exhale. Come back and go to your band again. Now wrap your band around your feet, between where the heel meets the arch. Now take your arms kind of like a T. They're a little lower than a T. They're a little lower than shoulder height, but you're opening out to the sides. Yep, pull. I'm going to turn so you can see. Pull. This is rear deltoid. Pull. Good, Karen. Good. Good. Neck is easy. Exhale. Breathe. Pull. Pull. Now the back of your shoulders don't get much attention during the day, so you might notice that, boy, these are pretty hard for a little movement. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now we're going to take a stretch for the wrist. I'm going to just sit any way you want to. I want you to hold hands with yourself and massage your wrist. Circular. If you pick up heavy items during the day or play a gripping sport, this is a really nice thing to do, just to get some synovial fluid, massage those carpals. Now prayer pose, and then lower your hands until your hands start to separate. And you're going to feel there's that forearm stretch. Karen, that looks good. And lower it even more if you want. There you go, Julie. You should feel good on your forearms and your hands. The prayer pose is a calming pose too. Beautiful. And now we're going to get that band again. So let's take the band around the feet. And now you're going to palms up. I like equal tails here. If you want to lean back a little bit, you can add the abdominal tone here. Bend your elbows and straighten. Bend. Now the palms are going towards your shoulders. Now I want you to notice how my elbows are. If I have them low, it's easier. If I lift my elbows up, it's harder. Now I lifted my humerus, but not my shoulders. So just the humerus bone. If you're working on abs at the same time and you lean back a little bit, you'll feel more abs. Good. I'm going to turn towards you so I can see you better. You should feel your biceps. Those of you that are leaned back might feel your abs as well. Nice. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now sit up tall. Now this time the band is very low. It's almost like you're going to hit the floor with your knuckles. Pull, pull. The reason, so it's, you're a little wider than your hips. I'd say 2 inches wider than your hips, maybe 3 on each side. Pull. Now this is a lat. This is the biggest muscle of our back. You also are going to feel your triceps. Breathe. Ask your abdominals to help you stabilize or pull in right before and at the same time that you're pulling your arms. Notice your head. Put on that imaginary golden string that pulls your crown up to the sky and gives you a little bit of lift between the vertebra. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let that go. And we're going to do swan. If you have a roller, use it. If you don't, use the floor. It's okay. So Julie, you'll do it on the floor. You're going to do belly down. Last time we did some balance. Want to make sure we do upper back. Now, the options here are lifting. So you can see how I'm working my back muscles. If you have a foam roller, you can put your arms on the foam roller and go higher. So, and yes. Now so I'm going to show both. It's either this with the foam roller or your hands are above the floor near your hips and you lift up and down with your breathing. Your inhale lifts you. This is really important for prevention of osteoporosis. Jean, you might let the forearms out, but I know you were just ill, so if you don't want to do this yet, if it feels too strong, just do the other. The main thing is you're doing something, Julie, you'll be hands below towards your hips. Yeah. And I'm looking at you guys. Once you know what I'm doing, look down so that you don't crank your neck. Now, when you're ready, you're either going to put your forearms on the floor for swan, for sphinx, and hold it, or you can keep your swan with your foam roller. Good. Yep. Breathe in. This is so we get good posture. Inhale. You're doing great. Now exhale, you can take a child's pose. You can press your hips back to your heels and stretch. Now, take a moment to find a comfortable place to sit. And I want you to put one hand on your heart and the other hand covers it. So this is your precious, precious heart. Let your eyes close or soften and let your inhale come in through your nose if you can and breathe in as if you're breathing directly to your heart. And give it some care and give it some nurturing. Breathe in and give your heart care and nurturing. Breathe in and give your heart care and nurturing. Today is a new day and this is a new moment. Today I'm going to take good care of my body and I'm going to listen to the signals that it's always giving me for my highest wellness and my highest peace. I'm going to extend that gift to the others in my day. Whenever you're ready, come back into the room and with so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you so much. Bye guys. You did fabulous. Bye.